The smile on Hector Arana's face pretty much says it all. 20 years pro stock motorcycle. Championship awaits possibly here at the end of the day at the absolute latest. How are you feeling this morning?
Well, you know, there's a little bit of pressure, you know, think about it, but I'm trying to forget it. You know, all I'm just going to do is go over there, and I'm looking at it that I want to win this event. So I'm looking at 4 runs. I'm just going to stay focused, just focus in my lane and do my job, and the bike should run its best time each year, and I should prevail.
Are you nervous at all?
I got butterfly. How's that? I mean, I didn't sleep well last night, but, you know, this is anyway how it is on Sunday for me too. Every day, every time. So
it's not another Sunday though. It's Championship Sunday. Good luck.
Thank you.
Well, Hector, it's not officially official, but it is so close. I know you can just taste it. Tell me about that pass. 691 flat, 011 light. Now, were you cutting it a little close there in the tree?
You know, I went to the tree and I was so relaxed. I say I can't red light it, and I took my time. I know he took a little while staging, but we took our time, so there was no rush, and I was calm, and I just stayed focused. I just stayed focused on my run, and listen to this baby right here, this Lucas Oil machine, Dixie chopper. I pay attention to it. It tells me when to shift, and a 691. Wow, that's great.
Good stuff. We'll see you with a Wally, I think, a little later in the day.
You will.
And next will be Eddie Krawiec and Andrew Hines. And Mike, this is do or die for Krawiec. He kind of gave it up earlier, but as the temperatures have dropped, he thinks he has a shot.
Well, and you see, he must win this round to stay in championship contention. He also has to set a national record. Remember, you have to back up a national record within 1%. He does not have a run quick enough to even back up the national record. So he has to win this round and run quicker than, or run a 691.8 or quicker to have a shot at the championship.
So keep an eye on the clocks as Eddie Krawiec goes down the track. If he gets the win, you still got to look to the clock. The numbers come out? No. 695 with a 392 miles an hour. That's right, Hector. You are now the new pro stock motorcycle champion.
All right, thank you.
You'll love that. Just in the flick of an eye, everything changes. That's what's so great about national championship drag racing. Boy, he has waited all day for that. Been on the edge.
Oh, yeah. Congratulations. Mechanic, crew chief, and rider all in one. Just like in
All right, Hector. Tell us what the wait has been like.
I'll tell you what, you know, it is true that there was something bigger at the end for me. I gotta thank Forrest and Charlotte, because they didn't give up on me. You know, this Lucas Oil bike is awesome. They work hard this year developing this new oil, and that's all the change we done. Nothing was touching this motor, nothing different from last year, but the oil. And my family, Dan, he came through for me. I mean, he stuck by. He left his daughter behind and came to help, and I want to thank everyone else, really, that stayed behind me and helped me. You know, you guys know who you are. Thanks.
This guy, he's a mechanic. We built him a shop right there at our plant in Indiana. He works on the motorcycle, he crew chiefs it, makes all the calls, and rides it. I mean, this is the best. And who else does that? Who else does that and still win the national champion? Buddy,
no, give it away, Forrest.
No, that's good.
That looks good on you. Where's Charlie?
That's the payoff for 20 years of hard work for Hector Arana.
And you know, for all of the sports that Forrest Lucas is involved in, to see him that happy at that moment, that's so very cool. Here are the oldest drivers to win their first championship, and 2 of them have happened this weekend.
Mike Edwards and Hector Arana. Eddie Hill in top field, very popular driver at 57. Gary Selby winning his funny car championship at the age of 45.
Yeah. Oh.
You heard that that you've got a group here in Pro Stock Motorcycle that generally work on their own cars. You heard Forrest Lucas talk about it. And now mechanics then have turned drivers. And look at Hector. So congratulations to Hector Arana. He'll be making this parade down shortly as the crowd with a standing O for Tony Schumacher. Yet another Wally. If you don't have enough room on your shelf anymore, Tony, I've got extra shelf space. Hector Arana, 1 career win. Best points finish, 5th. Until this season. Hector the Hammer Arana has taken Pro Stock Motorcycle by storm. He won the first race of the year, but then fell to 7th in the standings at the midway point. Since then, 4 more wins have put him back on top to stay. Hector Arana, for the first time in his career, NHRA Pro Stock Motorcycle Champion.
It feels good. Do-do-do-do. Woo!
Well, there is Hector Arana. He's now made it to the podium, gets his big check, and begins his celebration. And the stat guy's got an ad.
Let's talk about that time motorcycle champion, Hector the Hammer Arana. He's the 10th in Pro Stock Motorcycle history. But here's the stat. For the first time ever in the class, we go back to back to back with first-time class champions. You gotta love that.
Yeah, it sure made it very special as we now look at and congratulate all 4 champions. First time for Robert Height, Mike Edwards, and Hector Arana. 7th, he's an old hand at it for Tony Schumacher.